Okay, so try going back. Oh, it took me all the way back out. Try going back and just blow right past this and put all the fives
Uh-huh.
in there and
Uh-huh.
then click on that
Okay. And
and
then just try to
try.
read.
Yeah.
Okay, try to read everything. Okay, because it's not working. It's not adding that to the cart at all. So let me just try to go back.
Yeah, it's kind of a pain. It really is. I really hate that. And I'm going to tell you guys, you're not going to experience this in the live account. It's just the training that does this. It's just because it's trying.
Okay. Yeah, five, 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 five. Three, verify address. Okay. In order. Hey, type in that number. Oh,
I bet
um,
I am thinking that the other stuff in chat is probably the exact same thing too. And if we can't get some of y'all in, it might be best just to follow me along.
all
Uh,
right. Okay, that's what I do.
yeah, because it might be something that we just fight with and kind of waste time on a little bit.
Okay.
Because and we'll try a different item number next because we are going to try a different one and maybe that one
Yeah.
will too.
Yeah, it's still not working. It's still doing the same thing. It's
Okay.
yeah. So I would just okay.
Yeah, we'll try with the next one. As long as you can get one in there, then you can move on to the review order. It doesn't necessarily matter if you have both, but it's just getting one to add so you can move on, you know?
Okay.
So yeah, so just hang out and see if it works for you with the next one we do.
Okay.
Thank you.
No problem.
All right, and then I see some others. David, are you having the same issue?
No, I just got a quick question. So
Sure.
in your example, they had an email already loaded in the system, but then they didn't want to, so that's why you hit the OTC email.
Yeah.
Okay, and when they come back again, is their original email going to be in that slot?
Like when, so if they were to call back at, okay, so are you asking if we place this order and then they call back again and want to do another phone order, is it still going to be
Correct.
their cardholder information, the one that's in the cardholder information tab? Will that be there again?
Correct.
Yes. So with
Okay.
each phone order, yeah, and like a new one, it's gonna pre-populate what's in that cardholder information tab, and then each time when we ask, they'll just have to tell us I don't want to use one, and we'll click on that OTC one.
Thank you.
You're welcome. No problem. Good question. All right, Faith.
I was just having the same issue. It wasn't letting me add it to the cart.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, we'll try with this next one and see if it lets you guys.
Okay.
Isaac.
Hi, sorry, the whole CRM glitched out and then it said it terminated me from the order. And
Okay.
it won't let me add anything or even load. It just kept duplicating the entire build order screen until I had like at least 13 different CRMs like
Oh,
underneath each
Lord.
other. So I just logged out and logged back in. I just wanted to let you know.
Okay. Try to okay, so X out of all of that. Go out of all of that and open the CRM
Oh, I
link
did.
again. You did, and it's still
Yeah.
doing that?
No, it's letting me in now. I just wanted to
Okay,
let you
cool.
know it did that for some reason.
Yeah, see, that actually hasn't happened to me. I have seen that happen before, and I don't know what the heck. Like I said, this doesn't happen in live accounts. It's just the training environment. So thanks for letting me know though. Yeah, that I don't it's crazy. Wendy.
Okay, when it's added to cart, is that where down there where it says review order one?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's how you know it added because before it was just grayed out for me. So that is how you know it added. Yep.
okay.
And it will have your total of how many. All right. Good questions, guys. I love hearing the questions. So if you have any, definitely do. I'm here to help you guys learn. So I love when we get questions. All right. So at this point, we're going to say, may I have your next item number, please? So we're going to get that next item number. I'm going to post that in chat. For everybody that couldn't get the first one to post, Try this one, see if it will add. Sometimes it does for me because there's been times where I can't get it to take either. And then all of a sudden I'll try a different item and it tries and it does. So try. If you can't get it, then again, just follow along. All right. So I have searched for my item, clicked on it. So that's the throat lunges, vapor cherry, cough relief, 18 count for $3.47. How many of those would you like? And let's just say that Miss Georgia only wants one. So we're again just going to click add to cart. We'll see if it added. Oh, it added to mine the first time. Look at that. That's nice. Don't know if it'll do that for you guys, but you guys can try. And as long as, like I said, if that one won't load either, or it won't add, it's okay. As long as you've got one in, you can still go on to the next screen that we have. So I'll give everybody just a minute. Again, you can notice that my review order tab opened and then also my available balance tile updated. So I've got the estimated subtotal at $20.25. And then my estimated remaining balance is $168.52. So if Miss Georgia were to ask me, how much does that total me so far, I could provide this information. All right. So again, we already set our address. We're on build order. Now we're going to click on review. Go ahead, Jasmine.
Mine, so I just want to point out that I was having trouble adding them to the cart too, but when I go in and change the quantity to 0 instead of the 1, it added to the cart with it saying 0 instead of 1.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's so weird, but that's good to know. That is so odd. I'm telling you. And like I said, don't get scared because this won't happen when you're really on calls. So, this is Sandbox. It was built to mimic and it's not perfect, but that's a good suggestion. Thank you.
Okay.
Tira.
What is that order number so I can try the catalog ID so I can try to search it for the second item?
Yeah. It is 55 and I have it in chat, but I can read it off to you. It's 55.
55.
Yeah. 07.
07
84
84
289.
289.
Mm-hmm.
And search.
Yep. And it is the you'll look for the it's cough drops basically.
Yeah, secret. Okay, let me try to add it. Okay. Nope.
Honestly, I never get this word right here correct, so I avoid saying it at all costs because
Nope, still not working for me.
Oh, okay. You could keep trying. If not, then just follow along. I know that it's kind of troublesome.
Yeah, it's not working. Okay. Alrighty, I'll just follow along.
All right, I'm sorry.
It's all right. I'm a
Faith?
little.
Faith, did you have a question?
So it's still not letting me add nothing to the cart.
Yeah, what I would suggest is kind of like what I told Tiara, just follow along with me. If you want to go back and start over, you can try that. The item numbers are in chat, but it does do that. So the best thing we can really do is just follow along, because I think it's just because there's so many people in there. And even if we, we're using the same member as well. So it's just having a hard time trying to get it together to figure out what's going on. I think that's the main issue. So just follow along best you can. And if when we do scenarios, it'll only be one person in there, so that will be a lot easier too.
Okay. Sounds
Sorry
like a
about
plan.
that.
No problem.
All right. And honestly, the main thing I want you guys to get used to anyways is the setting of the address and building the order, like actually searching for the items, which is what we did. We don't do too much on the review screen other than review the items and make sure they're correct, and then provide the the subtotal and the remaining balance. Okay, so that's the main thing we do on the review screen. We would say, so that totals you at $20.25 with an estimated remaining balance of $168.52. Now remember to not pay attention to this. Okay, we want to give this information. Why? Because this breaks it down and it doesn't include the taxes and it also adds the shipping in. So we don't want to provide this up here. Shipping is waived, okay? The shipping will not be added at checkout. It shows here, but once we go to checkout, it's not going to be added in there. Now, again, if you guys are at the review screen, you try to check out, of course, it's going to give you guys an error. We can't do checkout in the training environment. So we're going to look at the screenshots again to see the checkout screen. So we have our checkout screen here. The main thing you want to do at the checkout is just make sure your shipping information populated correctly. You know, do a quick review of that. Okay. We've already provided our benefits summary. And now we are going to place order. As long as everything looks good, we are going to place order. And once we do that, we're going to get our order confirmation screen. So we got our order confirmation screen. It's a screenshot here. Again, you guys can't do it in the training environment. So I am looking at page 97. No, hold on. Let me scroll even more. I am looking at page 100 in the KIP. Okay. This is where I would be. Okay. It's page 101 in the KIP. 101 in KIP. Step 9 is where I'm at this point. Can anybody tell me from looking at page 101 in KIP, step 9, what would be my next step on this confirmation screen? I have to provide 2 things to the member. And what would that be? Go ahead, Melissa.
Okay, you have to provide the caller with the estimated delivery date and possibility of arriving in multiple packages. So, for example, if it was a Walmart order, you say your estimated delivery date is, etc. Multiple order, your estimated delivery date is, and then it may arrive in multiple packages. And that is number 9.
Yeah, perfect. That's great. So that is definitely our scenario right here. This would be a Walmart order. So you can see the estimated delivery date. And then if it's OPC, the only difference is that it's OPC or Amazon. Like I said, Amazon is brand new. So yeah, OPC or Amazon, it would be 3 to 5 business days. There's not going to be an expected delivery date. So yeah, that's exactly right. Great job.
All right.
Thank you. All right. So we got a little bit of practice, as much as we could, at least, of placing a phone order. I hope that was easy for everybody to follow along on, even though we had some things that kind of came up. I hope you guys were able to follow along. Do you guys have any questions now after we have went through that process and reviewed it? Tiffany?
Okay, I was going
It's only down
through
the street.
the process with you,
Well,
and then
it's supposed to
I
be an hour
came
and a half ago. I'm
across
pretty late,
order
so I'm supposed
issue.
to get an Uber.
Uh-huh. Oh, the
Um,
button? Order
yeah,
issue button?
when I hit the checkout,
Thank you for
it came up as order issue. Now, could you explain that to me? I don't know.
Yeah, so I think what you're talking, because so you click the checkout button, right?
Yes.
So in the training environment, we can't check out. That's why we just look at the screenshots instead. Like this is the checkout screen. Because we can't. It's just a training environment. It's not going to happen in a real account. It's just a training environment. It'll say like invalid card, I think, in the training environment when you try to click checkout. Just because we're not allowed to actually place an order in the training environment.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. So you didn't do anything wrong. Nothing went wrong. It's just because we're in a sandbox environment.
Okay, all right, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. All right, guys. Oh, Steven, did you have a question?
Yes, I do have a question. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Great. So in regards to the order, I don't know if you're gonna go over this, but I was trying to see what would happen if their balance go negative, or will it ever go negative if they buy like too many items? Will we get like error message or?
Oh yeah. So there definitely is a possibility that they don't have enough benefits to place an order, and we will be going over that. So that's a really good question. We'll be covering that. That's actually called a mixed tender, and we will be talking through that probably, I think it's not next, but it's coming up real soon.
Okay. And then my second question is in regards to what was it? If let's say like if they completed the cart and then they want to like they have this secondhand notion be like, oh wait, I forgot to add something or I
Mhm.
forgot this. We'll be able to change the order once the order has been placed.
So if the order's been placed, we don't have a way to go back and add more things into it for a phone
Okay.
order. We'd
So
have
they
to
have to
place
make a
a
new
new
one.
one.
Okay.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
unfortunately.
Okay.
Yeah. If you
Okay.
can catch it like before you place it, if you're even in the checkout screen, you can go back. But once it's placed, yeah, they'd have to place a new one.
Okay. Cool. All right. Thank you.
Good question. Good question. That's a really good question. Adrian.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, is there a set amount of orders that could be ordered in one day, per client if they mess up their order?
No, I don't. I definitely don't think there's a cap on it. As long as they have the benefits available, we can place as many orders as they need in that day. It's just as long as they have those benefits available to them.
Okay, thank you.
Good question. You're welcome. All right. So we went through the basic order process that we will see. And we're going to get into some things that could come up whenever we're placing order. But before we move into that, there is another thing I want you guys to keep in mind when placing phone orders for OPC members. Okay. So this is regarding OPC members. Remember, orders can ship from Walmart or OPC, right? So let's go back and we'll look at our KIP and we are going to go back to the phone order processing. And this time we're going to go to Article 8.5. So OPC benefits $35 minimum order. We're going to talk through this and explain what this is and what we can do. Okay. So we always want to encourage members whose orders are fulfilled by OPC benefits. And remember, you will see a green banner at the top of the member's profile stating that OPC supports their benefits. It's a big green banner. So that's how you know that it's OPC. But we always want to encourage members whose orders are fulfilled by OPC benefits to place a minimum order of $35 when their balance allows. Now, when it comes to mail and online orders, they cannot be placed below the $35 minimum. Mail and online orders are things that they are going to be doing independently. Okay. We place their phone orders, right? They will independently place the mail and online orders. So the phone orders, we can take orders under $35, but for mail and online, they can't. Okay. So we're going to talk about the process for a phone order. So again, you want to encourage members to place at least a $35 order when the order is under $35 and the member's balance is over $35. So we only are going to encourage them and mention this if their order is under 35 and their balance is over 35. Of course, if it's not over 35, there is absolutely no reason to encourage them. So we've got some language there that you can use in this situation. So it's important if a member does not meet the minimum requirement, you're still going to complete the order. Okay. Because again, we can place the phone orders for them under $35. We're going to complete it as usual. You only need to share this information with the member one time during an interaction. So you're going to encourage them once and then you're going to move on. Okay. If they don't want to, that's okay. We're going to move on. So if they say, yes, I'd like to add items, you can go back to build order in the progress of the phone order setup progress. You can go back to the build order. Now, if they don't want to order more items, you can just inform the member that you are able to complete the order and then continue to check out. Now, if they ask, am I going to be charged shipping if I don't place a $35 minimum order? You can let them know shipping charges will not be added to your order, but you are encouraged to meet the $35 minimum order when utilizing your credits.
That's what I was curious.
If they ask, do my credits have to be used in one order? We can say, we recommend you utilize your credits in one order to ensure you meet the $35 minimum requirement. I can place your order and I can help you place an order today for your items. Now, if they say, I didn't know this was a requirement, where does it mention this? You can let them know where they can find this information. So in their 2023 welcome kit and in the FAQ section on the second to last page of their catalog. Okay. So they can look in their welcome kit or they can check out their catalog on that second to last page. They're going to find this information in the FAQ section. All right. So that's a little bit about OPC. Again, don't worry yourself too much with the minimum amount for OPC. Remember, if you notice it and you see that they are and you're placing a phone order for them and it's under $35, encourage them, but you don't have to. They don't have to if they don't want to. Yeah. Go ahead, Melissa.
Okay, I'm down with OPC. You know me, but what is that? What does it mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, what does it have? What's the acronym for OPC? And I know it's one of the benefit programs, correct?
Yeah, so it's just like HBP. They have these scheduled benefits. So some of our scheduled benefits, like the OTC and food, may be supplied by OPC. So it's the same as HBP, which is the Healthy Benefits Plus. OPC stands for Optimum Personal Care. So they work pretty much the same. It's just that they're being shipped from different locations. Like for HBP, we ship for Walmart, and then OPC is shipped from Medline. So they're like the same, but they're shipped differently, things like that.
Good to know. All right, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. So good questions. Now that we have learned about how to place an order, I want you guys to listen to a call. I will say, and I apologize because this is kind of small, if I'm being honest. Hold on a second. Let me open up my video here. But I had I'm gonna pull it over and you guys are gonna see that it's relatively small. And I'm sorry, but it's split into 3 screens here. I've tried different things to make it bigger for everybody and I've not really been successful. But this is going to be an example of placing a phone order. Okay. So we're gonna listen along as much as possible. If you're able to Zoom in Zoom, like if you're able to actually zoom in the screen in Zoom, then you can do so. You can zoom in and try to watch along. But for the most part, try to follow along and just listen. Dean had a presentation, and then the other guy would have had a separate presentation.
Thank you for calling Healthy Benefits Plus Member Support. This is Jen. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with today?
My name is Marguerite Painter.
Hello, Ms. Painter. For verification, hi, ma'am. May I please have your date of birth?
May 23rd, 1961.
Okay. And your zip code?
45013.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Painter. How can I help you today, ma'am?
I'd like to place an order.
Sure. I'll be more than happy to place your order today. I do see that you have $40 available on your over-the-counter credit. May I please have your email address in case we send you notifications?
Okay, mmpainter7@gmail.com.
Can't believe he agreed to that.
Okay. Okay, and then painter@gmail.com. You said mmpainter707.
Right.
mmpainter07.
mmpainter7@gmail.com.
All right, thank you, ma'am. How about your best contact number in case we call you for delivery questions?
513-289-9013.
All right, thank you. Lastly, your physical address?
1101, pardon me, Southern Hills Boulevard, Hamilton, Ohio.
Okay. See here, address has been verified. I'm ready for your first item number, ma'am.
Okay, we have got 2281.
2281 acetaminophen extended release, caplets 650 milligrams, 100 caplets for $6.75. How many do you need?
One.
One box, okay. Next item, please.
5775.
775 Century multivitamin for 130 tablets, $6.35. How many bottles?
Two.
Next, please.
Okay. Let me see. 7125.
7125. Active Eyes a spray for $10.50. How many bottles, ma'am?
One.
One, okay. Next, please.
Okay, 4799.
4799 hand sanitizer gel, 8 fluids for $3.15. How many bottles?
Two.
Okay. And your next item, please.
What's that total me right now?
Let's see. Right now, the estimated subtotal, including tax, is $36.25, and your estimated remaining balance is now $3.75.
Okay, just give me 3 hand sanitizers and we'll be good.
Okay, sounds good. Let me just check here. All right, so the estimated subtotal now, including tax, is $39.40. Estimated remaining balance will be 60 cents.
Okay, we're good.
All right. Okay. All right. Let me just submit the order for you. Okay. And for your order here, Miss Painter, the your estimated delivery date is 3 to 5 business days, and it may arrive in multiple packages. You
Okay.
will also All right. So you will also get an email confirmation, which
Okay.
will include your order number. But would you like to write it down just in case?
Sure.
Okay. Let me know if you're ready.
I'm ready.
That is 509-626-46.
Okay.